What's up everybody, and welcome back to another episode. What you're witnessing is my last bite of food for the next 3 days. So in this week's episode, I'm taking you along with me on a 3-day water-only fast. I'm not gonna consume anything other than water for 3 full days. And along the way, I'm gonna talk to you guys about the benefits, how I'm feeling, as well as my body composition. So I hope you guys are excited. If you are, hit the like button, don't forget to subscribe, and without further ado, let's jump into this 3-day water-only fast. Morning everybody. So it is 10 a.m. I'm at the 10-hour mark of my fast thus far. I have no desire to eat. I do this pretty much every morning, so it's not anything out of the norm. I'm gonna go through my morning routine. So I'm gonna do a little meditation, some journaling, and even just some light yoga to get the blood pumping. And then after that, I'm gonna take you guys with me on a walk. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. So I'm out here on my walk, and I'm doing this for 2 reasons. So the first reason that I'm doing this is because you have something called glycogen that's stored in the muscles. And so what we want to do to get all the benefits as quickly as possible in a fast is to deplete those glycogen levels as quickly as possible. So by going out and walking, what I'm doing is I'm basically removing all the sugar that's stored up as fuel in the muscles so that we can start burning fat as fuel, which is going to be converted to ketones, which is where all of the benefits start to come into play. So the quicker I can get into that ketogenic state, the quicker I'm going to start to see these benefits, which is why I'm on this walk. So the second reason why I'm getting outside is really just to get some fresh air and get a little exercise, because I'm not going to be training in the gym. So because I'm not going to be lifting weights or doing any sprint training or anything crazy, this is just a light aerobic exercise to get the blood moving, the heart pumping, and get some fresh air. Plus, it's a beautiful day out. So it's hour 16 and I'm feeling pretty good. Mental clarity is fine, energy levels are good. It's just mostly hunger pains. My stomach's growling a lot and I'm feeling a real urge to want to get a snack or make some eggs or something. So I'm holding on though, it's good. I'm pretty much just watching some videos and getting some work done on my computer, mostly working on my website. And that's probably what I'll continue to do for the next couple of days, is just a lot of mental work, relaxation, decompression. I'm at hour 17 now, and I thought I'd introduce another trick. What you want to do is you want to balance your electrolytes by putting things like Himalayan pink salt, just a pinch, into your water, and this will help to regulate things like cramping or headaches or anything like that from taking place as you're going through this fast. So nifty little trick to help regulate your electrolytes. So it's hour 23 and I'm feeling pretty fatigued at this point. I'm gonna start preparing for bed, but I find myself being a little bit restless. The hunger is real. All I'm really thinking about right now is food and wanting to break this fast and all the different ways that I could do it and all the meals I could eat. But I've been distracting myself. I was playing video games with some of my friends for a couple hours, and that seemed to take me away from the whole fasting experience. But it's definitely getting to me, but I know the first 24 hours is always the hardest. So I just need to get to bed, try and relax. I might take an Epsom salt bath or something like that, but yeah, keep grinding. Morning everybody. It is hour 34 of my fast. Slept like a baby last night. I actually feel pretty good. First night of sleep is kind of easy once you can relax. So today I have a couple more things planned. I'm gonna be doing the sauna. I also have game night with my buddies, so I got some things planned to distract me, and I'm also gonna be working on a video and doing some editing. So I think the important thing about these fasts is that you have to have things scheduled to distract yourself. Otherwise, all you're gonna be thinking about is food. So day 2, hour 34, feeling really good. Might tap into some secret weapons to help me get through this. I don't know. Those secret weapons would be exogenous ketones, which I'll talk about later. So I'm at the 38-hour mark now, and I'm feeling a lot better. I've now moved into ketosis. I can feel my body starting to rejuvenate. I have a lot more energy. I was feeling really lethargic and kind of fatigued this morning. And then I had some water, got my body moving, and I'm feeling much, much better. Last night's sleep really helped out a lot. It's normally between the 12 and the 26-hour mark that it takes you to burn through about half of your glycogen storage that's in the liver. So I still have a little bit more left to go through, but I think the ketone production is kicking in because my mental focus and the headaches have kind of gone away. So I'm feeling a lot better now. So I'm sure you're wondering, why would anyone subject themselves to 72 hours of nothing but water? What's the benefit here? What's the catch? So now I thought it would be a good time to share with you guys those benefits. So the primary reason why I'm doing this fast is to remove precancerous cells through a process called apoptosis. Now, I'm very fearful of getting cancer or other diseases like heart disease or Alzheimer's, and it's been shown that by fasting for an extended period of time, whether that's longer intermittent fasting or 3 to 5 day water fasts, you can greatly improve or increase the amount of apoptosis, which is programmed cell death. Your body basically recognizes cells that are dysfunctional, not working properly, or have misfolded proteins that may mutate into tumors or things like that. And instead of letting them metastasize and get bigger, you're now able to kill off those cells and remove them in this state of fasting, since you're not focusing those same resources on digestion all day long. So that is one of the primary benefits of doing a water fast. Now, what you can also see is a massive reduction in inflammation. Because your body isn't focusing on dealing with digestion, once again, you're able to go in and start processing some of these damaged areas and repair some of the mechanisms that are faulty within your body. So because these are such resource-dependent activities, your body is normally focused on just what's keeping you alive. So if that means digesting food, pooping it out, processing nutrients, and delivering it to the muscles to keep you operating and functional, then that's what your body's gonna do. But by down-regulating your digestion, basically turning it off, your body can then focus on repairing areas that are damaged, whether that's the lining of your gut, major organs, or muscle tissue, or that process of apoptosis that I just mentioned. These are all pivotal things that deal with inflammation, because what inflammation is, at its root, is it's your body's response to damage, whether that's DNA damage, oxidative damage, stress. That's why anytime you get injured, right, there's redness and there's inflammation, there's swelling. Well, the same thing can be happening in your abdomen, around your organs and things like that you just don't notice until all of a sudden you start fasting. Your waistline is gonna shrink, all of a sudden joint pains that you normally have aren't there, and it's because your body is going in and starting to repair all of these things that are normally inflamed, but it just doesn't have the time to do it, right? So massive reductions in inflammation. Now, one of the third benefits that you can see is improved insulin sensitivity. And this is because your pancreas actually shuts down because it's not having to produce insulin to buffer all the blood sugar that you're producing from consuming carbohydrates or simple sugars. So because your pancreas doesn't have to titrate, your liver doesn't have to process all these things, you can now shut down and start to improve the sensitivity of insulin when it becomes released again when you break your fast. So for somebody that's pre-diabetic, overweight, or somebody that's struggling with weight gain or obesity, they greatly improve their insulin sensitivity by doing these extended fasts, whether it's 24 hours, 3 days, or even up to 5 days of water fasting. So the fourth benefit that you can see is an improved metabolic flexibility, which means that when you're in this fat adapted state or this fasted state, your body is having to mobilize fats, drive those fatty acids to the liver, convert them into beta hydroxybutyrate, and also convert them into ketones, which can be used as fuel for the brain and the muscles. So in order for you to be able to do that, you have to turn on all these pathways that for most of us are lying dormant. Because we're consuming glucose, because we're consuming such high carbohydrates, we never have to tap into our fat source, which means we're just storing more and more fat, which means we're gaining more and more weight. So by doing this process of fasting, I'm improving my body's ability to burn fat. And that leads me into the fifth benefit, which is you actually burn a lot of fat when you do these fasts, and it stays off because you're having to use that as energy. So your fat cells actually shrink, you mobilize them, and you're burning more fat. So the sixth and final benefit is kind of a controversial one, and it has to do with anti-aging and longevity. So we have to rely on mice studies in order to do these types of studies for a bunch of ethical reasons, but we actually starve the mice for up to 24 hours, and we've seen that mice that are doing these forms of fasting every other day live 83% longer than the mice that were not fasting. And because of that, we're now starting to infer that in humans and say, all right, well, if we're able to do these extended fasts because our metabolism isn't as quick as theirs. So 24 hours to them would be like 48 hours or 72 hours for us. So we're starting to understand the pathways and the mechanisms and the genes that are being turned on for these forms of fasting. So for us, I recommend doing these extended fasts for the benefits that I listed before, but also because of the potential benefits of you being able to extend your lifespan and also reduce the natural aging that occurs over time. So these are just some of the benefits that I've looked over. There's a lot more to it. There's a lot more going on here, but these are the ones that I thought would be important for you guys. Now let's continue on this fast, and I think I'm gonna go to the sauna next. I'm itching to get in the sauna, so I'll see you guys over there. So I'm at 42 hours now of my fast, and I'm feeling great. I've decided to go to the sauna, but first I need to pick up some stuff at the grocery store, like deodorant and hair product and stuff. So I'm gonna have to go into the lion's den of food and not be tempted by anything. So wish me luck. I'll see you guys at the gym here in a little bit. So I'm at the gym now, about to do 30 minutes of sauna. That should be enough for today. I won't push it too hard. Then rehydrate, head back home, and continue recovering and relaxing. All right, so I just got done with 35 minutes in the sauna. I'm lightheaded, pretty dehydrated. It's gonna be tough. I gotta recover, get back home. But I'm doing it. I'm at the 48-hour mark, and I just got done watching the Kevin Hart special. I had game night with my buddies, so it was really nice, distracting, relaxing evening. If you guys are wondering why I have so much free time, it's because it's spring break, I don't have work. I kind of planned this so that I wouldn't have anything going on for these next 3 days, but super excited to go to bed and ready for day 3 of the 72-hour fast. So I'll see you guys in the morning. Good night. I'm 59 hours into my fast, and I'm not feeling great, to be honest. I had a really hard time sleeping last night, and I always know day 2 is the hardest night to sleep. My heart kind of just felt like it was beating irregularly, and it was pumping like really hard. I couldn't really relax to go to bed. I just kind of felt stressed out. My back started to hurt. It hurts right now. I don't know if that's because of the way I was sleeping or if just because I was like, I don't know, but feeling pretty lethargic, which means that I'm gonna have to tap into my secret weapon. I'm gonna use some exogenous ketones to help boost my energy and see if that gets me where I need to go, because I have a lot of shit I need to get done today, and I even have a shift at the restaurant at 5 o'clock where I'm gonna be serving food, so we might have to break the fast early. I don't know if I'll be able to do this, but we're gonna go to the secret weapon and yeah, go from there. See you guys in a little bit. I'm at the 61-hour mark and I'm beat up right now. I'm gonna be totally honest. I'm completely fatigued. I don't know how much longer I can take. So I said I was gonna do this fast unassisted, but I'm going to be tapping into the exogenous ketones. And what this is the company Keto Blitz. They make some great products. I've used this many times in the past when I was on a ketogenic diet. What this is beta hydroxybutyrate in the form of salt. So it's not a ketone ester, it's a ketone salt. And what I'm gonna do is mix 2 tablespoons with 8 ounces of water. And this is going to basically be metabolized very quickly by the liver and turned into ketones. So Right now, my body is burning fat and it's converting it into ketones, but this is gonna give me a massive dose of those ketones and hopefully reinvigorate me, give me the energy I need to continue on with this fast without technically breaking my fast. Now, this stuff isn't necessarily easy to drink. It's kind of gnarly, but bottoms up. Cheers. Fuck. All right. Exogenous ketones in the body. Keto Blitz. Tastes great. Limeade. They've definitely done a good job of making it taste better than stuff I've tried in the past. I'll see you guys in a couple hours and we'll see if this really does the trick. Fingers crossed, please. What's up, everybody? So it's 61 hours into my fast and I have work later tonight where I have to serve food. And because of that, I'm actually gonna be breaking my fast a little bit early because I'm just feeling completely fatigued. So there's no way I'm gonna be able to go through that. So the way I'm gonna break my fast is through something that's easily digestible. So I'm making a chicken soup from scratch with carrots, celery, onions, chicken thighs that I'm gonna cook in the oven and then toss it all in a big pot with some chicken bone broth and just regular chicken broth. And that'll be a nice light meal to break my fast. You don't want to go straight into something that's hard to digest or really heavy or processed foods or anything like that because that's going to upset your stomach and it's just going to cause a bunch of problems. So let's get into the cooking so I can finally break my fast. I'm so fucking excited to eat right now. I cannot express how hungry I've been over the last couple of days. Like, you do not know what hunger is until you haven't eaten for almost 72 hours. I'm at the 66 hour mark, somewhere in between there. I've lost track. As I was cooking, I was very distracted, but I am so looking forward to this first bite. You guys see this? Check this out. So I have chicken, rice, and celery and all that goodness in there in this giant bowl of love. I'm so excited. Oh God. This is first bite breaking my fast. Get a good piece of chicken. Get some chicken, that celery in there. It's really hot and I'm very impatient, so I'm probably gonna burn my mouth for sure. I wanna cry. I wanna cry. This is so good. Oh. I wish you guys could try this at home. Maybe I'll include the recipe. I don't know. Maybe the recipe in the link down below. Oh. All right, so that's gonna wrap it up for this week's video. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you guys found this not only informative, but also entertaining. I also snuck in some macadamia nuts in there too, because I've been just staring at them for the last couple of days. But this has been a really fun experience. This is something I do twice a year, and it's really important to your overall health and longevity. But people just don't want to put in the time or the effort to be able to do it because it's just not. It's not fun. It's tough. It's a struggle. It's a real test of your mental will. But in the end, I say it's well worth it based on the research that I've seen. So be healthy, be active, and be yourself. Everyone has something to give this world. You just got to go out there and find it. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.
Hot. Super hot.